Yes, it is true. While solving these reading comprehension part of your CSAT paper, many aspirants may feel like this. People like Chitty Robo, who can read 10,000 words in seconds. Such people can only score well in this reading comprehension part of CSAT. But even people with the average speed of reading and comprehending passage can also score well in reading comprehension if you have a good strategy. Yes, my dear friends, my dear students, welcome to Gallant IAS. Hope all of you doing well with your prelims preparation going good. Yeah, today we will discuss how to score well in reading comprehension part of your CSAT. Definitely in prelims you have the second paper, which is a qualifying paper, CSAT, Civil Service Aptitude Test, in which your problem solving skill, your logical reasoning skill, your interpersonal skills, your decision making skill, your analytical ability skills are tested in CSAT paper. Okay, in CSAT, you know, it has total 80 questions, each carries 2.5, total is 200, in which this is a qualifying paper, you are supposed to score 66.66. This is important. You can score above 66.66 also, but minimum 66.66. But many aspirants find it quite difficult to clear this paper. Now here, what is the role of this reading comprehension? In CSAT paper, reading comprehension questions you see, yes, average 25 to 30 questions being asked from reading comprehension in CSAT. Okay, total 80 questions are there, 25 to 30 questions being asked from this reading comprehension part. Usually there is a passage, a small passage, which is followed by one question, sometimes two questions. Okay, a small passage that is followed by one question or two questions. You have to understand the passage, you have to answer the question according to that whatever is conveyed in the passage. So actually there are different methods of solving these reading comprehension part. Different methods are the two popular methods I am sharing with you. First method is, you may have 25 passages, or you may sometimes have 30 passages. From each passage, each question, single question means maybe 30 passages. So one strategy is like this, all of you, read the passage quickly. In just 1 minute you finish the passage, or less than 1 minute you finish the passage. Read it very quickly, just to understand the gist of the passage, the central theme of the passage, to understand the central theme of the passage. So read the passage very quickly, then go to the questions and their choices. Okay, so you will understand what are the choices you have to eliminate, what are the main choices you have to focus upon, then come back to the passage again. Now you understand the passage, you try to focus on the relevant part of the passage, whatever is demanded in the question. Okay, focus on the relevant part, eliminate the wrong choices, contrasting choices, then you pick out, or you pick the right choice out of the one or two choices. Okay, you eliminate these wrong contrasting choices, out of the two you find out the right one, or out of the three you find out the right one. So this is like quick reading of the passage, then going to question and choices, then again coming back to the passage, focusing on the relevant content and eliminating the irrelevant content. That is the way you are answering the questions. Second method is reading the question first. Before the passage, you read the question. Read the question and try to understand what you must focus in the passage. Passage may have lot of blah 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 blahs also. So remove all those blah blah blahs. You just focus on that demand of the question, for which read the question first. Try to understand what you have to focus upon or focus in this passage. Reading the question, then focusing on the relevant content, then only, and you are trimming the passage. You are taking only the relevant stuff. Only the relevant stuff which is required for answering the questions. Okay, understanding relevant stuff to answer the question. Then eliminating the wrong choices, eliminating the irrelevant themes, irrelevant choices, and you are making answer out of 2 or out of 3. These are two methods. First is reading the passage first. Second is reading the question first. But whatever your strategy, you have to focus upon few things. First is don't go beyond the passage. Don't ever apply your prejudiced or your own ideas or your own knowledge, your own thoughts into passage. Whatever is passage is usually you try to understand. Passage is usually editorials. It's a piece of editorials or articles from the newspapers. You can see from Hindu, Indian Express, Times of India, whatever, or from Kurukshetra, Yojana, EPW, etc. Passages can be related to economy. Passages may be related to climatology, climate change, or it is related to poverty or social justice, sustainable development, related to culture, related to history, or it is related to philosophy, anything. But your GS knowledge you should not apply into passage. Okay, don't go beyond the passage. Don't try to focus too much on in between the lines. Okay, just focus on what is conveyed in the passage, conveyed by the author in the passage. Don't apply your GS data. Whatever you studied in GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, that knowledge should not be applied into your passage. Okay, that means you have to answer the question according to the tone of that particular author. For example, this is a passage which is about this new education policy 2020. Maybe the author is critical about new education policy. He feels that old education policy was the best one. So you have to answer according to whatever these authors' perspective. You answer it from author's perspective. Don't apply your perspective, your knowledge, or maybe your data into that answer. Okay. Then see, take care of the extreme words. Sometimes you can see hardly, always, absolutely, permanently, often, never. Okay, such kind of the words are used in the statements choices. Very often, most cases, such choices are wrong choices. So you take care of these extreme words used in the choices like absolutely, permanently, always, often, all, never. Okay, hardly. Okay, this kind of the extreme words, whenever that comes in the choices, you have to be extra careful. Then see, align contrast to choices you eliminate first. 4 choices will be given, and whatever the align choices, eliminate it. Okay, contrasting choices, eliminate it, so that your half of the work is done. Okay, out of the 4 choices, 1 or 2 can be contrasting choices, which is totally against this opinion of the author in the passage. So such contrasting align choices which has no connection with the passage, such choices you eliminate. Then too much between the lines. Don't read too much between the lines. That is also very important. Don't go for the philosophy behind that words or philosophy behind that particular sentence. Don't go for that. Okay, just to stick on whatever is conveyed, communicated by the author in the passage only. Then see, central idea. Always focus on the central idea, what is conveyed by the passage. Sometimes so many facts and figures are given in order to substantiate the central idea of the author. Okay, so don't focus on that facts and figures, just focus on what is the central idea. Then see, don't spend so much time into solving these questions. Maximum you can spend to 1.5. okay, 1 minute, I mean 1.5. That is good. Okay, 1 minute, 30 seconds you invest on each question. That is okay. But your strategy has to be solve it at the earliest, or solve it as early as possible, as quick as possible. Okay. Then see, you have to practice in order to have a good grip over this reading comprehension. Definitely, in order to improve your speed of reading comprehension, definitely you have to practice well. Practice the previous year's passages, previous year's questions. Also read these articles, editorials, Hindu newspaper, Indian Express, whatever, Economic Times, whatever. Read the editorials, read the articles. Okay, have a good command over this reading comprehension, or maybe command over this language and vocabulary. And definitely, if you practice it on regular basis, you can easily score from this reading comprehension. That's it. So focus on these elements. I'm solving 2 passages for you. Okay, I'm solving 2 passages from 2019 paper itself. A research team examined a long-term owls prey on small mammals and the excreted remains of those meals that accumulated over the time provide us an insight into the composition and structure of small mammals over the past millennia. The research suggested that when the earth went through a period of rapid warming about 13,000 years ago, the small mammal community was stable and resilient. But from the last quarter of 19th century, human-made changes to the environment had caused an enormous drop in biomass and energy flow. This dramatic decline in energy flow means modern ecosystems are not adapting as easily as they did in the past. So here what I done is I read the passage first. Then I am going for the questions. On the basis of above passage, follow the assumptions have been made. Global warming is a frequently occurring natural phenomenon. So that is why I said it. Here the keywords, extreme words will definitely help you to either eliminate the choices or find out the right one. See, in this passage, if you find the crux of this passage, you could see that this thing which is discussed, global warming is a frequently occurring natural phenomenon. Such meaning cannot be extracted from this passage. Okay, a single example they have shown in order to express this idea, but we cannot say that it is frequently, it is global warming is a frequently occurring natural phenomenon. Such meaning is not conveyed by that single example. Okay, so here in order to eliminate this choice, the word frequently helps you. Okay, if the first one is wrong, you can eliminate choices like A and D, you can eliminate. Okay, then see, the impending global warming will not adversely affect small mammals. This is just a reverse of the idea. Whatever is conveyed in the passage, just opposite of the idea. So you can easily eliminate your second choice also. So if you are eliminating second choice also, you see, you makes the answer, that answer is B, that is 3 only is your answer. And simply understanding the second statement, you know that second statement is totally against the opinion of the author in the passage. So if you eliminate the second statement, you can see, you can eliminate the choice A, C and D, and finally without knowing other statements, you reach the answer which is B, which is 3 only. Okay, so that way you can apply the elimination method. Going to the next passage. Soil in which nearly all our food grows is a living resource that takes years to form. Yet it can vanish in minutes. This is a passage I taken from 2019 paper. Each year 75 billion tons of this fertile soil is lost to erosion. This is alarming, or that is alarming, and not just for food producers. Soil can trap huge quantities of carbon dioxide in the form of organic carbon and prevent it from escaping into atmosphere. This is the passage. Now I am answering this. On the basis of the above passage, following assumptions have been made. Large scale soil erosion is a major reason for widespread food insecurity in the world. Do you think just from the word alarming we can establish this fact? In the passage they simply used a word, what is that? Yes, that is alarming, and not just for food producers. Just alarming, the word used is alarming. It doesn't mean that here the passage, the author is establishing the direct connection between soil erosion and food insecurity. It's just alarming. Okay, so you see, large scale soil erosion is a major reason for widespread food insecurity in the world. That absolute statement cannot be drawn from this passage from the opinion of this author. He says it is just alarming. Okay, so the first statement you can eliminate. When you eliminate the first statement, yes, left with these choices like B and C. Now see, soil erosion is mainly anthropogenic. Can we say soil erosion is mainly anthropogenic? Maybe that can be a correct statement. But here the problem is, we have to make this assumption from the passage. Can we say anywhere in this passage it conveys a meaning that soil erosion is mainly anthropogenic? Nowhere in this passage it is. That statement can be a correct statement, valid statement, but it is not concluded from this passage. So we are eliminating that also. And sustainable management of soil helps in combating climate change. Exactly, that is what we can draw from this particular passage. Okay, so this is the way based on your understanding of the passage, whatever is conveyed by the author in the passage, from that knowledge only you have to find out the answer. Okay, don't apply your knowledge into passage. Okay, that's it. All of you please try. So here answer is Bombay 3 only. All of you try these different strategies, different methods. These tips will definitely help you to score well in your reading comprehension. And all the very best to you guys, and keep preparing, solving the previous year's questions. That will give you an edge in your final exam. That's it. Thank you.